All right, welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the channel. This is the two-stroke turbo YouTube video channel. In case you had any thoughts or were wondering where you're at. What are we doing today? What are we looking at? This is a mid-2000s, early 2000s Econoline E150 van. Not really spectacular or stands out in any special way. It's an older van. It's in good shape. The customer seems to like to get close to the curbs. Scrapes off the white letter tires. Somebody's pride and joy. And it begs the question, would you want to steal this van? I think this van's been stolen 3 times. It is unbelievable to me what is going on in the city of Portland. We are now the most stolen city, or the cars are the most stolen here of any city in the United States. And I don't know, politics aside, it's a societal problem. It's happening all over. It's not just Portland. It's Los Angeles, it's Denver, it's Washington State, it's all East Coast. It's all about, I think, drugs, people needing money to get high. It's ridiculous. But I want to show and highlight this van in particular of what this customer has gone through to keep their van. They live in an apartment, they don't have a lot of money, they have to park it on the street, and unfortunately this van is a super huge target. And the reason this van is in the shop today, or in with me today, is this. We're going to layer the security one more time. This is a just universal switch. It's going to become a kill switch for the ignition or the fuel pump, hidden of course. So I'm going to install this switch today. I'm not going to tell you where it is going to be located because that would defeat the whole purpose. Let me pull the key out of the ignition because that beeper is driving me crazy. To defeat would-be thieves. So the would-be thieves have already cut the steering wheel. If you're not familiar with how this works, is you put a club on your steering wheel like so, and the thief just takes a sawzall, cuts the steering wheel, pulls it apart, and then can pull the steering wheel lock off. The customer also has a tire lock. If you're not familiar with how these work, well, I don't know what the parking situation is in your town, but typical parking meter infractions will get one of these on your tire. It's basically a clamp. You unscrew this with the key or pop it up, the jaws expand, and then you put it on the tire, clamp it, and supposedly nobody can drive away. So she's using this. She's using the steering wheel lock and a kill switch. Now I should say this car came in 6 months ago for the catalytic converter. Somebody stole that. I have since created a shield, and you would think the running boards would keep people from stealing the catalytic converter because it's very uncomfortable to get underneath there. But if you look, I created that black shield right there to keep the catalytic converter safe, and it seems to be working. It's just a tin shield that they made. It just provides one more layer of theft deterrent. It's kind of crazy what we have to do to keep our cars safe on Portland streets these days. This morning on my way to work, I saw a stolen tow truck, unmarked. Somebody pulled the plates, spray painted the whole thing flat black. It's called a zombie truck. Even if you have a steering wheel lock, a wheel or tire chock lock, and a disabled ignition, they can still steal your car if they have a tow truck. It's unbelievable. A stolen tow truck yet. And I don't get it. I don't understand why. Well, I do. We were low on resources. We're low on funding for police officers. I get that. They have more important things to do. But it just bums me out. And in situations like this, I pet my dog. I love my city. I love my state. I love my shop. I don't want to move. It's happening all over. It's terrible. I don't know what to do, but I guess you can just be vigilant and just layer up your cars. Get ready for more of this. More of this. More of this. And more of this. Fun.